Right, you get a choice. You get to pick a song. Maybe It's Okay or Image of God. This is it. You have to choose. John.
Image of God.
Good call.
Dang it, that's a good call. Because I couldn't sing the other one right now. my voice is too short to sing the other one. But did you hear the Vince Gill version?
Yes, love it.
Did you? That was the goofiest day of my life. I never get starstruck, but I'm sitting in Vince Gill's house with all his guitars and he's singing. The first thing he did was sing a bunch of songs to me and my guitar player Karen. I'm like, why is Vince Gill singing songs to me? This is amazing. So I was just fanboying and amazing. Did you play it? The Vince version? Play it one time for me. Find a spot in the day.
You have to know that it's Vince Gill though, because I played it for Chris, and he loved Vince Gill too, and he was like, I don't know who that is.
You don't know Vince Gill's voice?
Well, I thought it was distinctive. I just don't
Oh my
think
goodness.
I don't think he was expecting you to team up with Vince Gill.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the story that happened later. Alright. Do you have time? Alright, here. My record label called Vince Gill, and because I'm friends with Amy, me and my wife are friends with her, but I didn't want to ask her because I'd never met Vince. I didn't want to be like, could Vince sing in a song? He got a phone number. He called Vince Gill. Vince answered the phone somehow, and he said, "Would you do the song?" Vince said yes. So my A&R guy called me and said, "Darren, Vince Gill is going to call you." And I'm like, "No, he's not." He said, he said he's going to call you. So I'm sitting somewhere, I think it's in Wisconsin, at a coffee shop, sitting there drinking my coffee. 2 days later, this random number pops up, and I thought it was one of my production guys. So I'm talking to this guy for I think 2 to 3 minutes about like PA systems and lighting and production stuff. And 2 or 3 minutes in, I realized I don't know who this guy is. I've been calling him another name, and I was like, "Are you Vince Gill?" And he said, "Yes, sir." And I was like, "Oh, gee." Mortified. And I said, you know, when I said thank you, blah blah blah. I said, "Vince, have you heard the song?" He said, "No." I said, "Do you not think you'd like to hear it before we cut it?" He says, "I don't need to." He said, "I love what you guys do." I was like, "Okay. Can I go to heaven now? Let's make this an Elijah moment." Alright, here we go. Welcome back.
Thanks.
I was waiting for you. John told me this was your favourite song, Image of God, so I know your favourite song is Building 14:9, Fear No More. Here we go. I woke up with a broken heart in my chest. I couldn't sleep, couldn't get no rest. Weighed down by the heaviness of life, yeah. I try to shake you flipping through my phone, but all it does is make me feel more alone, yeah. How could anything that feels so wrong be right? And 7 billion voices separate us, but only one can show us who we are. We are made in the image of, made in the image of God. A beautiful shades of love. We are made in the image of, made in the image of God. 'Cause that's where the light comes from, yeah. Imagine if you believe that. Do you know? This is Vince's verse, so I'm gonna butcher it just for you. We all need the same medicine. We all need another second chance. There's no first in line at the foot of the cross. And Father, forgive me and show my concrete heart. We are made in the image of, made in the image of God. And light comes from. I know We Are Messenger song would be complete without a bridge that says, Jesus, I really don't know, you know. We fall apart, we all lose sight of heaven, but still your love is chasing us, yeah. Oh, give me your heart for every heart that's breaking, and give me eyes to see so much more than flesh and blood, 'cause we are made in the image of God. And last thing I'll say, I wrote this song, it was right around the time of the George Floyd thing. And I needed to write a song that would unify, because I was looking around me and we were all tearing each other apart based upon the colour of our skin. And I said, Lord, there has to be something that unifies us. And it wasn't going to be politics, it wasn't going to be a clever message, it wasn't going to be some great idea that I had, it was going to be found in the scriptures. And the scriptures tell us that we're crafted, formed, made in the image of God, knit together in our mother's womb. That we are sons and daughters, whether we're Jew or Greek or Gentile. Do you know what I mean? You've been around long enough, bro. You've dealt with it all. But you know the only thing that's going to heal this thing is if we all realize we're made in the image of God.
Thanks for mentioning my age.
Yeah. Neither of us are that fresh. I just had a tougher life. That made me laugh. We're made in the image of God. And if your listeners know that and they feel that coming across from you guys, that's what changes everything. Not some radical teaching from some skinny jean wearing pastor. Truth of God, Bible, the fundamentals. They tell us to be ashamed of being fundamentalists. The word fundamentalist simply means that you believe every single word is true. And yes, I do. So you can call me fundamentalist all you want. Because I fundamentally believe that Jesus can save me from my sin.
That's right.
Fundamentally believe that He is merciful, that He is great and holy and set apart, but so close He would be eating these sandwiches with us. Because we are made in the image of, made in the image of God, in beautiful shades of love. And we are made in the image of, and made in the image of God. 'Cause that's where the light comes from. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Thank you for having me. I went over time by 6 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. I love this that I can see you all right here. John, thank you.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
It is my joy. Because this is where it's happening. I can only reach a very limited people. You guys can reach thousands every single day. What a responsibility. I would hate to have your job.
Thanks.